to Basement Video Podcast with your host, John. Guest host, Kody.
Hello.
Janitor, Andrew.
Fuck you. I'm not a fucking janitor.
Alex told me you were. He's telling everyone.
Fuck that guy. That's why he's not here right now.
Hey, there's a mess in the bathroom.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Janitor.
So
Sorry,
just take
custodial arts.
Oh, yeah,
thank you. I prefer the proper title.
Sorry, buddy.
If you're gonna address it right. You know.
I don't dress you.
Where did I get this outfit?
The dildo store. Show everyone your shirt.
Want to see my dildo shirt? I can't. Well,
Stand up,
that's
like
a dildo.
ludicrous.
Stand up, Andrew.
There you go. That's pretty much stand up. But yeah, dildo, Newfoundland. That's where my family lives.
Oh wait, actually?
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Swear to God, I have family. Well, they live.
Were they on Jimmy Kimmel?
They live in St. John's, but
So
they
you're
go
lying.
they go to dildo all the time. It's not that far from.
So they
where
weren't on Jimmy Kimmel.
Probably not, but they
So
all
you're
have.
lying.
My aunt gave me this shirt for Christmas, and everybody in my family has a dildo shirt because they're right there.
I've always heard that dildo's a really hard place to live, so that's it's good for them that they're doing well.
No, it's not bad, dude. It's pretty. It's a little shaky sometimes,
Yeah.
but other than that, it's pretty good.
I heard it's really sticky there. Temperature-wise.
No, dude, it's
It smells
it's
like,
rather moist instead.
and it smells like
Fish.
vagina.
It does smell like fish. It is like a fishing port, so yeah, there you go. It's right off.
This
the
is really
sea,
interesting.
Right
to
off
talk
the ocean.
about. This is a great conversation, but Kody, why are you here today?
I'm here because, well, we've all been really good friends for a few years, and you guys had this podcast going for a while, and I've been a long-time listener. and a
We've worked
long-time
together
fan.
before,
We have?
kinda.
Yeah, all three of
Not
us.
kinda, we did.
We have, yeah.
Yep.
So we're all just movie buffs here to just talk about a film that we really love.
Cody fucking loves this movie.
I love this fucking movie.
Before I even say what movie this is, Cody sent me a video, and he was 40 minutes in this movie, and he had 4 full pages written out of notes for this movie.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
the
like
amount
no
of notes.
skipping lines. Back was it front and back?
It's front and back.
I didn't know that. That's even scarier.
Multiple pages. Yeah, my hand was fucking killing me.
My dude wrote the novel.
No, this is
Yeah. I haven't written this much literally since college. So
this isn't Citizen Kane we're talking about. We're talking about Hook today.
talking about
The Robin Williams classic Hook.
Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out in 1991.
Oh yeah. We
It's-
weren't even alive.
We weren't even alive. It's a fantasy action adventure film, and it stars Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins, and Dame Maggie Smith.
And a surprise cameo-ish type thing from Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's right. Yeah, she was 18.
Yeah, she's young Wendy.
Yep, she was 18.
Nice.
Very beautiful.
I was gonna
Cut
say
that.
that too. I mean, cut that.
No,
She's
don't.
18.
She has great legs.
She was 18. Yeah.
oh wait,
yeah.
Julia Roberts. What?
What?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Why'd you do
You
that?
said Julia Roberts.
Yeah, you just said Julia Roberts,
And
and
then
then
you
you
just
looked
stopped.
behind you.
You had a
You
Raven
guys-
flashback.
You guys didn't see her?
But what's happening? Did she fly by?
Oh, Tank. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's Tink. She's in this movie. Tinkerbell.
Yes.
So technically speaking, Hook is a sequel to the 1911 novel Peter and Wendy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've never seen the original Peter
Really?
Pan,
Disney
like the
one?
Disney movie. I've never seen it. So yeah.
It's politically incorrect, I hear,
Really?
because they have a lot of Native Americans doing like stereotypical shit.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Because they live like next to the Lost Boys, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And it's like Native American kids. But yeah,
yeah,
they
that's like
help fight the pirates with them.
that's like one of the only Disney movies I haven't seen. So I got to get on that. I'd like to see it anyway. And yeah, originally, Steven Spielberg, before he made this movie in the 80s, he wanted Michael Jackson to be Peter Pan because he likes to work with kids so much, allegedly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. He literally
He was friends with Spielberg in the 80s.
they were friends, but because Spielberg didn't cast Michael Jackson, they were no longer friends. Like Michael Jackson was like
Can you
pissed
imagine
off.
what type of movie this would be if it was Michael
That's
what-
Jackson?
That's the whole reason he made Never.
I can't
Never
come
Land
to
Ranch. He's like,
I can't come to your game, son. I'm busy doing business.
I could have been Peter Pan.
I'm a lawyer.
No,
I'm
yeah.
a lawyer.
No, it was originally going to be Michael Jackson. It was going to be a musical, but Steven Spielberg was too busy making Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Thank fuck.
That's the second one, right?
So, yeah, it's my least favorite one, but I would
You
rather
like
have
Last Crusade better? Or, yeah, that's what I meant.
the first one, yeah.
No, Last Crusade's the last one with Sean Connery.
Oh, sorry, no, I like the first one the best, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. Andrew?
Hi.
Do you like Crystal of or Kingdom of the Crystal
Guaranteed
Skull?
Andrew hasn't seen any of them.
Indiana Jones?
You're damn right, my dude. I'm
Andrew
sorry.
doesn't...
Well,
this
okay.
podcast...
Fair enough.
is Andrew's learning a lot about movies. Andrew's not the movie buff that me and you are.
I like movies, but I like
he's not
different movies.
He doesn't like movies.
No, yeah,
I don't live movies like you guys.
You do now.
unfortunately. Yeah, and now I
Forcefully.
do. I'm not mad about it. I love movies still, so whatever. We're
Yeah.
all good.
Every week you tell me how much you hate movies and you don't want to do this anymore.
What? When did I ever say that?
Never.
I'm the only one who's here every week consistently.
I live here, so I'm here.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that originally Tom Hanks, father of Chet Hanks, by the way, and
White
Kevin
Boy Summer.
White Boy Summer, and Kevin Kline were originally for the role of Peter Pan.
Who's Kevin Kline again?
Ethan's brother.
Yeah, he's he was an older actor. He's in like have you seen Last Vegas?
No.
No.
Okay, that's
His-
really all I know him from.
His name sounds really familiar, but whatever.
Yeah, he's
go
just
on.
a well-known actor.
Was there a previous Vegas?
First
This-
Vegas.
This is the last
It was
one?
just the last one. Yeah,
There's no more, though.
no more. Yeah,
Cause okay, got it. I'm on board now.
Last Vegas again.
Yeah.
David Bowie declined the role of Hook,
That
which
would've
I
been-
thought that was
would've been-
really interesting.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Because he played the Goblin King in Labyrinth, and he was good at that. And it's kind of ish the same character.
I've never seen
Not
that
the same
movie.
character, but he definitely could branch off into Hook.
He could have done it for sure.
Who's the guy who played Hook and has he
Dustin
been-
Hoffman.
Oh,
You don't know who Dustin Hoffman is?
yeah, kind of.
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers is probably where you know him from.
Yeah.
The hippie dad.
Yeah, I know who he's talking. I know who he is, but I don't know. That costume was a lot.
Amazing.
Well, it's like you gotta
Yeah, it's
imagine it's supposed to be like a really kids fantasy world. So like
Yeah,
when a kid pictures a pirate, that's what
That's what it's gonna look like.
yeah, that's true. So, when you were watching this, did you guys feel like the entire thing was basically filmed in like a studio indoors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, which it was.
You could tell that it was filmed in a studio, but like the set direction and the art was just phenomenal. Like
Right.
all the sets look so lived in and like
It would have been cool if it was like off the Caribbean or something, like Pirates of
Yeah,
the Caribbean, like in that little area. But like, I just think it was cool. It's 1991. You gotta remember, like, it's basically an 80s movie if you think about it. Like the same like technology and shit they were using.
And I think that's
Yeah,
why
this is
Steven
true.
Spielberg, it contributes to the fact that he doesn't like the movie is because of the sets. He wanted to, like, he would have preferred it to
like he did
be
with
on
all of his other
location and-
movies. Yeah.
yeah. So he's not proud of the film.
Yeah, he doesn't like
Okay.
this movie.
I see what you're saying.
He doesn't like the movie, but he has recently come out after Robin Williams' death and said that he doesn't like the film, but he's grateful that he made it because he met Robin and
Yeah.
they became really close friends because of it. So
I always hear mixed stories
That's
about
dope.
Robin Williams.
do you?
What do you mean?
Like actors love him, but like when comedians talk about him before he was like big, they're like, yeah, he just stole everyone's material.
I've heard that he still jokes.
like I
yeah.
love Robin Williams, so that doesn't like phase me from fucking liking him. But like,
Yeah, but no, I did. I have heard that he stole jokes often.
like in the 70s and early 80s.
I feel like back in the day though, a lot of people stole jokes. Like even
Yeah, but back then, like people would like beat you the fuck up for that.
oh yeah, I know. But even still though,
Because he was at the Comedy Store, like where Pauly Shore's mom, the one that Pauly Shore's mom owned.
Right.
So he was with like all
Pauly
of those.
Shore.
Do you like Pauly Shore?
I do.
We're gonna try to call him one day
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the podcast.
We looked at
Hell yeah.
we looked at booking him for an interview.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive to be honest, but
I'm sure it is.
there's
yeah,
one section that says just donate your time.
Just
We're
donate
gonna-
your time?
We're gonna see if he'll do that.
Hey man, maybe.
I mean, he's like he has a podcast too, but his podcast only has like a few like 1,000 or
Views
so
and shit,
views.
so-
So
Like
like,
he has like famous people on, like his friends, like Steve-O was on.
Oh,
fucking
wow.
other
Yeah.
comedians, because comedians really respect Pauly Shore because his mom and
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
So like they like him and shit. And they all he grew up around all them because he was a kid at the Comedy Store.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
so if we can try to call Pauly Shore, we'll
Do you have
try to
questions
have
for him? What would you ask?
That would
be
be-
sick.
That'd be awesome. Questions for Pauly Shore?
Yeah, one. What would be the first question you ask him? Appropriate.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I like Pauly Shore, but like, oh, you know what I'd ask him? When I was a kid, I'd always see a trailer for a movie called Pauly Shore's Dead,
Yeah,
and in
it's-
he'd just
yeah.
get whaled with fucking dodgeballs, and I want to know, like, is that an actual movie?
Yeah,
like, I've
I
never
have
seen
it.
You do?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
it's supposed to be like, so his career went downhill and the movie's about that, and he had died. It's like kind of like a Scrooge type thing. Like if you died, this is what would happen.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it's funny because Sam Kinison, who's like a dead comedian, but he really liked him. He was friends with him in the late 80s. He died in the late 80s, but he's kind of like, they somehow make him kind of like the ghost that brings him around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, I like Pauly Shore. He's cool.
Yeah.
Hook was critically panned.
Pun intended.
Like and like we said, Spielberg, he's not happy with the film,
Yeah.
even though it did earn 5 Oscar nominations.
Really? Do you know for what?
Yep, it for best art direction, but it lost to a film called Bugsy.
Really?
Yeah,
That movie's a shitty.
I've never even heard of it.
So it's about Bugsy Malone, like the mob guy.
Never heard of him.
But it's them as like kids. So it's like kids pretending they're adults. So like the movie, you're supposed to, they're kid actors,
Right.
but they're playing like adults, and it's kind of weird.
That sounds weird. Yeah. Best costume design lost to Bugsy.
Really?
Best visual effects lost to Terminator 2.
Whatever,
come on.
That was the best effects of the time.
Exactly. And best makeup.
That's kind of stupid though, because Terminator 2 came out in '92, didn't it? And that would have been a year after this came out. I think I could be wrong. But
I have no idea. But I know that best makeup they also lost to Terminator 2 as well, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So, fair enough. Hook didn't release. Oh, and they also were nominated for best original song, but they lost to Beauty and the Beast.
What was their original song? The one the daughter sang?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're
Beauty and the Beast is better than that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So yeah. Other actors that were considered for this film I have are Leonardo DiCaprio.
As the young Pan?
It doesn't say. He was up for an unspecified role.
Okay.
Winona Ryder was considered for Tinkerbell. Danny DeVito and Joe Pesci were considered for Smee.
For Smee.
For
Danny
Smee,
DeVito.
Danny DeVito would have been fantastic.
I think Bob Hoskins was pretty good at it.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't overdo it. He didn't underdo it. He did perfect.
He was perfect, yeah. And Christopher Lloyd and Donald Sutherland were considered for Hook. Christopher Lloyd, based on like Dennis the Menace.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, he would have done really good.
I don't know. I like the laugh that he does and the voice that Dustin Hoffman though. Yeah, I feel like that's only something Dustin Hoffman can do.
For sure.
It would have been obviously a whole different character if Christopher Lloyd did it.
Still good though.
Yeah,
for sure, yeah.
I would have watched it still.
And Julia Roberts received a Razzie nomination for the worst supporting actress.
Really?
And I don't think she was that bad.
Like I get how she was kind of annoying.
I don't even think she was annoying. I thought she was fine.
Well, it just added another person in the movie that wanted to fuck Peter Pan.
Yeah, everybody.
when he was 13.
After you finish watching this movie, you're going to want to fuck Peter Pan.
Andrew, did you want to fuck him?
Just like Michael Jackson.
He's dead, bro.
He also built a ranch dedicated to this man.
To this film.
To this man-child.
That's what I'm doing here.
And Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, and Steven Spielberg did not take any salaries for this film.
Why, to pay the other people more?
I think it had something to do with the studio, and they knew like all the kid actors. Yeah. So what they did was they said, I'm not going to take any money and you can give it to the kids.
That's nice.
So yeah, no, this is a great movie, and like you could tell even watching it that it's just full of heart. Like even if you didn't like making the film, you could tell a lot of heart went into this film.
Yeah, I can see that 100%.
So yeah, Robin Williams plays Peter Banning. He's a workaholic lawyer and a neglectful father.
Did you think it was weird when he had the fucking draw with the cell phones?
Yeah, I never understood that.
I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, they do like
you
this
remember
old
that scene, Andrew?
The old Western draw.
When like at the very beginning, he's about to leave the office to go to the baseball game, and him and his friend just fucking Western draw with their cell phones to see who can pull it out quicker. And then that
you don't do that with your friends all the time?
Not with cell phones.
Oh, just guns.
And there's that joke in that same scene I never got either. He says, "Well, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go." And then they say, "Don't let your arms get tired." But what if it's the pilot's time to go? Aww. And then the door just closes. It's like, what? What the fuck was this conversation? But
there were some scenes like that.
Oh yeah, a lot, yeah. But he misses Jack's baseball game,
which I don't understand. Like, how far away was that thing? Because he left when the game was like in the middle or whatever.
Yeah, and like the guy from The Office showed up.
Yeah, but he left. Did he hang out with them, you think?
I don't know.
Not like hang out with them, but like stay later? Because I assumed he just left after that.
Yeah, I think everybody left. Yeah, he just and him showing up late reminded me of Jingle All the Way at the beginning
the karate thing.
Yeah.
Can we just pause for like 1 sec here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. All right, we're back from our tinkle break.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting how the film starts off with a play of Peter Pan because it kind of suggests that the world knows who he is.
Yeah, and like they go like about that the whole movie because even like when the cops come, when they call the cops when was it Maggie and Jack?
Right, when Maggie and Jack go missing. Yeah. Phil Collins shows up.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird cameos.
There's a lot of weird cameos, yeah.
Like one of the pirates, isn't it the guy from Crosby, Stills, Nash?
I'm not sure.
I think like the one that got hit in the nuts with the board was Crosby.
Oh, maybe.
I think not. I don't know who he was.
Do you know who was put in the boo box?
Yeah, it was Glenn Close.
Glenn fucking Close.
Yeah, do you know who Glenn Close is? There was a woman actor dressed up as a man pirate, and they put her in the boom box.
Glenn Close was Cruella de Vil in the live action 101 Dalmatians.
When we were kids, not the new Cruella.
Oh yeah, not Emma Stone.
Yeah, no, dude. Oh, Emma Stone. Yeah, that's who you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, I got you. No problem.
Yeah, the cop. Yeah, when they come, they're like, "Have you?" They thought it was like a sick game that someone did, like oh, the history of the family.
Right.
So it's kind of because even Wendy even says that some guy,
the neighbor
wrote all their stories down.
Yeah,
so like they know that these are stories that these kids told. So
they're stories to the world, but to them, they know it's real.
Yeah, but the world knows that this family is the one that had like thought of them.
Right. So he misses his son's game. So we immediately jump to we're on a plane now, and there's some Pan Am.
Yeah. Do you know about the Pan Am shit?
No.
So Pan Am was doing bad at this time. So Pan Am thought they'd be, let's put our plane in this movie. We'll get hype. Because Hook, 3 days or 2 days or something before the movie came out, Pan Am went under.
Are you serious? Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, they tried, eh?
That's awesome.
They tried.
They're like, the last-ditch effort. Fuck. We don't have time. We can't make it.
And like they thought it'd be fun because Pan.
Right.
And so they're like, we'll put it in there. It'll be funny or whatever.
Can we talk about, too, how, like, his name is Peter Banning?
I didn't know that till you told that today. I thought it was Panning.
I thought it was Panning, too.
Banning, yeah. It's like, what are the odds?
They could have called it Panning because it seemed, what I thought it was Panning. I thought they were like, they just added ing when he became normal. But they didn't.
But yeah, on the plane, we learned that Peter is afraid of flying, which I think is a really cool concept. Like he grows up.
He flew,
yeah.
I think it's funny that his kid drew him without a parachute in the picture.
Yeah, the picture's great. Yeah.
Why don't I have a parachute, Jackie? I think you know why, Dad.
And he tells Jack on the plane to grow up, and that's a theme throughout the entire film is growing up. So, and then they get to Granny Wendy's house, and my favorite part in the entire movie happens. Toodles opens the door and goes, "It's snowing!" And then closes the door. My favorite fucking part. Yeah. And yeah, just that scene is followed by like 15 minutes of screaming.
What do you mean?
Because Liza,
actress, just Lisa.
He calls her he calls her labia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Labia?
Yeah, he calls her labia. And she's like, Liza.
And I think it's just such a dick move. Like, he obviously knows her.
He
maybe didn't even ask Moira, like, what's her name? If you forgot her name before you
Labia?
go to, hey, Labia?
Why would you, this is a kid's movie, why would you call someone Labia?
That's totally
This movie was rated G, too, and, like, there's brutal murder.
That's totally a Robin Williams joke. Like, he threw that in there.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure, yeah.
Like, what's your name? Labia?
And then we get to meet Wendy Darling, and she is played by Maggie Smith, who is in heavy makeup.
Yeah, you can cut the sexual tension with a knife too.
Oh God, yeah.
With her and Rob Williams.
Did you cut it? If you know what I'm saying.
No, Andrew, did you?
No, I fell asleep.
You like Professor McGonagall, don't you?
Oh yeah. It's all about that cat, you know.
Well, yeah, let's get into that before I have to mention it every scene.
What's that?
There's some weird. I get it. Like, the relationship's kind of weird.
Well, but bro,
and like between who?
Between Moira, Wendy, and Peter.
Yeah, it's like, this is my grandma who was in love with my husband at
plus
some
the
point.
mermaids.
That's not a big deal to me. Like, it's weird, but like the fact that like you fell in love with Peter, cool. You grew old. You're getting older. You still loved Peter, even though he was 13 and you were going back in like your 20s, your 30s. You still loved him.
Right. Which is odd. But...
And then he decided to stay. He fucking pretty much told you, yeah, you ain't shit. I want your granddaughter.
Because she's hotter than you.
Yeah. Which, whatever. She was the same.
She looks like old you, so, you know.
Whatever. So he stays for her. And then she continues to raise him, even though she's in love with this child.
Right.
Yeah, that's, you know, why do you think old MJ wanted to do this movie?
It's a really weird concept.
I get like what they were going for, but like I feel like some subtleties were too much.
Yeah, I think having her still be in love with him and still
like
being
maybe
that tension,
she should have like
moved on.
Like when she wasn't a teenager anymore, maybe not have been in love with this boy from this fairyland.
It's not even stated whether or not she found anyone else. For all we know,
she said
just
she had a
loved
husband.
him.
Remember?
Oh, she did. Okay.
Well, she had grandchildren.
Right, I'm an idiot. Okay.
No, you're not.
That's correct. She did have grandkids. You do.
When she said she loved him, did she mean she loved him as like a kid now?
No.
She did say at some point that she thought that they were going to get married at some point. She
said that, but then she said, the day I married my husband, I thought you were going to show up and stop it.
Right.
But you didn't. And I was like,
you know, people.
He's a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
People marry their kids sometimes, you know.
Sometimes doesn't make it right, but they sometimes.
Yeah, what are you saying,
do.
Andrew?
It's not right.
I love the part though, like it's about around where you're about to talk about probably, where he's pissed on the phone and he just yelled at he picks up the phone, he goes in the room, but as he's going to the room, Wendy's like, "Do you like my dress, Peter?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fucking."
Oh
good."
yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
Yeah, nice, whatever.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
it's
doesn't.
So you can
fucking
tell
lit.
she's just broken.
He's so detached throughout the beginning of the film, and
Yeah.
and part of me thinks that like the reason why he gravitates so much towards his job is because whether he's conscious of it or not, he's trying to distract himself from the truth, like from reality that
Yeah.
he is this person.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, there is that scene where he yells at his kids.
Yeah. Shut up or whatever.
Yeah, he yells at them to shut up, and then his wife Moira talks to him about how he needs to be more attentive and
Yeah, like,
how he's missing these years.
we only have a few years of our children wanting to be around us until we have to chase them to be around them.
It's a legitimately, it's an emotional scene, and like
Yeah.
it goes to show like the writing in this film is very good.
Yeah. Coming from the writer of Muppets Treasure Island, you just know you're getting a good script.
Right, yeah.
Well, naturally.
Tim Curry was in that.
Was he?
He kind of played a Hook character in Muppets Treasure Island.
Mm.
That would have been cool too.
Moira tosses his cell phone out of. Oh yeah, Tim Curry as Hook would have been fantastic.
That's pretty much what he plays in Muppets Treasure Island.
Yeah, that would have been really cool to
So-
see.
Does it explain why he doesn't remember why he's Peter Pan at all? Really?
I think
Well, he
it's-
left the psych ward and then bumped into his wife.
Wrong
just
movie.
kidding.
Wrong movie.
Oh, wrong one.
I think it's because like the longer you're away from Neverland, the more you forget. Like he just kind of fell
What about
into.
Toodles? It seems like he only remembers Neverland.
That's true because
Do
he
you
lost
think
his
he like
marbles.
wrote it off as like a fever dream or some shit?
They don't really explain. They just say that when he saw Moira, he knew that he never wanted to go back.
Yeah. So like he goes back. What are you winking for?
I don't know. Why
Once
not?
you go Moira, you can't go back.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
Well, you know.
she's very attractive.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
She.
Well,
It is. No,
No.
wait, no, that's Young Wendy.
That's his wife. Oh yeah.
That's
Moira is Peter's wife,
Yeah.
and
that's
she
the
tosses.
actress's name, Peter's wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she tosses his cell phone out of the window, and right, we already talked about how Granny Wendy was telling Maggie, their daughter, that the neighbor wrote the books.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When she was reading them to her,
Oh yeah, Peter says that he warned Jack 100 times about standing near an open window.
which means like subconsciously
He's paranoid.
He's paranoid about a Hook coming to get him or
Right.
someone.
And Jack even said all the windows at home have bars on them.
Yeah, which makes you think that just reassures what we just said.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and then so Jack says that his baseball is missing, and Maggie says that the mean old man at the window stole it.
Yeah, then I was like, what?
And they just drop that. Like your daughter says, the mean old man at the window stole it. He says he's a window washer, and he's just like, go to bed.
Yeah,
I think
but
that was Shmi. Because
Okay,
at the
so-
end, Shmi's cleaning up the streets.
I think so.
So
yeah.
question though, you said you think he's paranoid of the windows. He thinks that Hook's gonna come and
Yeah.
take the kids, but then he has no recollection that he's Peter Pan.
Right.
Why? How would he?
No, that's why we
remember?
think it was a subconscious thing that he's just
Oh,
scared
okay.
of windows.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
like
Like
yeah,
people
he doesn't
coming
know,
in.
but
he doesn't remember, but
Because
he's
they, like he said, they even say there's bars on the windows at home. So
Right.
like, why would he do that?
yeah, he's
Right.
just paranoid. Peter gives Jack his pocket watch. That's an important plot detail.
Kinda. It's kind of a loose one.
And well, I think time is a theme throughout this entire.
No,
thing.
yeah, I get that, but like the only time is like smash your dad's
He
watch.
just smashes it. Yeah. He just literally breaks the fucking watch. So, and then they go to the dinner. While
How the fuck? How old is Wendy?
yeah, like
Can
okay,
we get a? Do you know?
I don't know. I
Andrew,
have
can
no
you
idea.
Google how old is Wendy in Hook?
She orphaned everybody in that fucking room.
Yeah, and they're all like 70s.
Yeah, they're all old as shit. So it's like, she has to be over 100.
Well,
years
even
old.
in the flashback where he meets Moira, that's the last time he visits
She
Wendy.
was old as fuck.
It was the 60s because you can see like the Beatles whatever poster that she had. So it's early 60s probably.
Right.
And she's old as fuck there.
She's just Maggie Smith.
So that's 30 years before this movie takes place.
So maybe she was 50.
And Toodles, look at Toodles. He's old as
He's
fuck.
old, yeah, that was her.
That was her first orphan.
So yeah, that
You got anything, Andrew?
doesn't make any sense.
It just said 18. It doesn't say. It just says elderly. So I'm looking it up again here.
Okay. We'll go on and you just bump us in when you got that.
I like how while they're at the dinner, we don't see what happens to the kids. I like how we just see the
wind
green
going-
light
yeah.
and I think the
Wendy
shot of the
feels it.
hook, the hook lock coming up.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that they had a hook lock, but I
Yeah.
liked it.
I liked it too. Yeah, but it is like, why would you? Yeah.
Just to remind you why they keep the window closed
Yeah.
at night.
Okay, so the best answer I got is potentially a lot older than 80-year-old.
Oh, for sure. We could have told you that.
That's the best
I
answer I,
think
got.
Toodles
here.
is like 70 or 80.
Yeah, Toodles has to be old as fuck too.
I agree, but that's,
We don't know when she started doing the orphan thing. It could have been like when
At
she was
the
a
age
teenager.
of, it would have had to have been at the age of 10.
They also
Yeah.
like for real.
they just don't know. They never wrote that in.
No,
They
yeah.
never explained it. So
They probably realized too, like, fuck. Like,
She's
they're
like
like,
a-
damn,
a
she's like literally
really-
212.
Like if this movie like told us how old she was, I assume like 105, 110 she would have to be.
Yeah.
Little Italy,
Yeah.
112.
Andrew has a joke where he says Little Italy instead of literally.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A Little Italy.
Little Italy.
Woke up and came here this morning. Now I'm tired
Anyways,
again.
on with Hook and Kody. You don't have to listen to him.
Oh yeah. Before we continue, the music throughout this film is fantastic.
I loved it because
John-
it actually. Was John Williams?
John Williams did Harry Potter as well. So
I didn't know
mean,
he did this. To be honest, I wanted to look into it, but I didn't know.
No, yeah, it's phenomenal all the way throughout. Like it's
The movie, like the music to me, felt like an animated score
yeah,
in
actually,
some scenes, and I like that.
yeah.
Like when like crazy weird shit was happening with the pirates, it felt like they were showing you what was happening with the music too,
Yeah.
like an animation.
Oh, he's great with that. That's
Yeah.
He does it all throughout Harry Potter. It's
Yeah. What are you laughing at over there, Dirt Squirrel?
I'm just, I don't know. I think it's funny that you explained my joke. You should have just brushed it off as nothing
Well,
happened.
because I didn't. He just looked at you. and I was like, yeah, he's Little Italy.
You should have just brushed it off and been like, wait until he asked. And then,
Yeah. Just keep bringing.
Sorry,
up
next
Little
time.
Italy.
Next time you have a dumb joke, I'll wait.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I like my dumb jokes.
It's not dumb. I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too. I think it's 6 as fuck.
Yeah, that's another.
6 as fuck.
Yeah, we're talking about some kid, and I was like, dude, that kid's like 6 as fuck. Yeah. Anyway, now that we explained my jokes, there we go.
I think Maggie's probably 6 as fuck in this movie.
She's probably 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
As
younger.
fuck.
Hook was clearly in the house.
No, I don't think it was Hook.
Well, you see, like, you see. It looks
Oh,
like,
it was Hook. Yeah.
along the walls.
I think that's why it was more, because obviously he took the baseball before. That was Shmee.
Right.
Oh, that was a fucking the gopher from fucking Winnie the Pooh whistle.
Yeah.
Summer squash.
Can you purposely talk like that?
Summer squash. I don't know. I can't do it.
Cody
Summer
can.
squash. Can you do some? Can you say summer squash? Well, which?
Summer squash.
Oh fuck yeah!
Summer squash.
I love
can't
that
do it.
fucking gopher. You know what I'm talking about, right? The gopher from Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, yeah.
And he's like,
wasn't like a
he's hit-
big character, but
No, he was helping like Rabbit like fix his house or something. It was fun. Anyways, but yeah, so like Shmee comes. I assume he's the one who took the baseball
I'm assuming.
when he was getting. Which I also wrote in my notes. I would love to see the Shmee adventures
Oh yeah.
of him just going around the world getting his dental records and his medical records. Hey, I'm just here to get the dental records. But yeah, I assume it was him because nothing big happened when he came. They just saw him, maybe,
Right.
like Maggie. But like when Hook comes, the fucking wind in all of fucking London goes fucking nuts, even at the fundraiser
The
they're
banquet
at.
thing, yeah.
And like, yeah, the window's just open.
So then eventually they find the note left by Hook, which is the fanciest fucking note I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
stabbed on with, was it like a dagger, like
With a
sword
dagger.
or something?
So we talked about Phil Collins being the police detective. Wendy tries to tell Peter who he really is, but Peter only says that he remembers his life starting at the age of 12.
Yeah.
He remembers how Wendy taught him to read and write. He remembers his foster parents.
Yeah,
the
and then she cuts
Bannings.
him off and says, no, before that, Peter. Do you remember anything before
Before that,
12?
yeah, and he doesn't. Just
Yeah.
no recollection at all. So she tells Peter about how when he was young,
They used to bang.
she she wishes. She thought that she would marry him. And then this is where it's revealed that he never went back to Neverland because he saw Nora sleeping in the bed.
Yeah.
Wait. Someone cutting grass or something?
Sounds like it. Is that a
Sounds
problem?
like vacuum.
Is there a vacuum?
That's a vacuum.
I think it might be a leaf blower outside.
It's outside?
You want to pause?
Well, I mean, we're just going to hear.
We'll be right back after this lawnmower. Well, we're back from the lawnmower. Where did we leave
lawnmower
off,
store.
Cody? Do you remember?
Yeah, we left off where Wendy and Peter are still speaking, and this
In
is
the bedroom when she has her tea.
Yep, in the bedroom, and this is where she tells Peter that he is Peter Pan from the stories, and that in order to save his children, he must remember.
He's the only one that can save him.
Right, so that he must remember.
Stories
so,
are true, and he thinks she's psycho.
so
Moira! That's what he says.
He thinks she's psycho?
Yeah,
Like
like the movie.
that movie?
Yeah.
With the Jack guy?
Are you good, buddy?
No.
Your eyes are fluttering.
I do that for fun.
Anyways.
So Wendy tells him that he must remember, so he immediately decides to get drunk.
Yeah, instantly.
Instantly.
Peter
and
Pan?
Peter Pan gets drunk. And that's where we're introduced to Tinkerbell.
Yeah, because she comes to get him.
He thinks he's hallucinating.
So he probably, that's... So a fact of the movie is that Julia Roberts had a miserable time filming this.
Really?
Yeah, she hated it.
Why?
Because they had to shrink her down every time.
Yeah, they actually had to shrink her down.
They got a
every
big old
day.
shrink ray.
It took 8 hours every day.
Industrial size.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
George Shrink said the same thing about being on that show.
Yeah, I heard.
She had a miserable time because she'd recently gone through a divorce, so she was dealing with that while trying to film. So it was just affecting her.
All right, good.
Which is fair enough.
Way to
I
lighten
don't know
the
why
mood.
I laughed
Fair
after
enough.
you said that.
I like how in that scene she makes Peter play without him even realizing it. When she's like, "Clap, Peter, clap!"
Yeah.
I'm clapping.
He's like, louder, Peter, louder.
Yeah. I love that. And then my favorite line in the movie, I wrote it down because, and we talked about it, but I just love how she says, she asks him who she is, and he says, "You're a complex Freudian hallucination having something to do with my mother, and I don't know why you have wings, but you have very lovely legs, and you're a very nice tiny person, and what am I saying? I don't know who my mother was. I'm an orphan. I'd never taken drugs because I missed the 60s. I was an accountant."
And then I said to him, good line, but he says he was an accountant in the 60s.
Plot hole.
But the last time he visits Wendy when he was 12 or 13 or whatever was in the 60s, and he was still 13 and Peter Pan.
Yeah, you've never been a 13-year-old accountant? When I was 13,
well, even if like it was
my first job.
Even if it was 1960, I guess the last year he could have been an accountant, he would have been 23.
Well, it's probably part of the thing that he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Right. So.
If he was 23, you could be an accountant.
That's what I just said.
23.
That could have been maybe.
So that's
he could have been
acceptable. But if he's like, in 69, in the 60s, but
why 23, guys?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's weird.
So they fly off to Neverland. The second star on the right.
She like drags him, doesn't she, in the parachute that Maggie made him because Jack didn't draw him one?
Yeah. Second star on the right and straight on till morning.
So I think they I don't know.
More than likely.
Tinkerbell wanted to fuck him too.
Oh, she did. Yeah, everybody wanted to I wanted to fuck him.
You think Tinkerbell grilled in his ass?
I hope.
Was that Harrison Ford? No,
put a Tinkerbell in his ass?
Who's the other guy that looks like Harrison Ford?
Guy.
He was
Clint Eastwood?
You're talking about you're not talking
Richard Gere? Is that a person?
He's a person, yeah.
Yeah, remember wasn't there a story that he put a hamster in his ass and South Park used to always talk about it?
I have no
I remember
idea.
South Park talking about it, but I don't remember.
It was a rumor that he did it.
Oh.
Like it was never confirmed. That's why South Park made fun of it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty inhumane and fucked up.
That's why you do it with Tinkerbell. Consent.
Yeah, she can consent. There you go. She went.
What if she got big size?
She does.
I mean, in your ass.
I mean, that would suck.
She's inside you and just blows up and rips you in half, literally. Remember when they're flying and the couple on the bridge starts to lift up?
I was gonna bring that up too. Yeah, they just start floating and they don't think it's weird. They just both put their legs up while they're.
Do you know who that was?
No.
That couple was George Lucas and Carrie Fisher.
Really?
Yeah, and Carrie Fisher helped rewrite this movie.
I heard that. I did hear about that. Yeah, that's sick.
No, yeah, just more extras.
Carrie Fisher.
So,
love her.
The first thing that Peter sees when he wakes up in Neverland is a clock, which is why
after he rips the parachute,
hole out. Yeah. So I just again,
like, Moira, I had a bad dream.
Moira. And although we already talked about it, although you can tell it's a set, it's still very impressive.
Yeah, which I thought was weird though. Like if Tinkerbell's bringing him to Neverland, why would she drop him?
Drop him off in Hook's territory.
Yeah,
not Lost Boys.
Shit, maybe Tinkerbell's not actually his friend.
I don't think so.
You know, she's mad that he wouldn't let her peg him all these years. She's like, damn, I wanted that ass.
I probably wouldn't even hurt. I'd let Tinkerbell peg me.
Well,
she's so tiny.
But she's crawling in there.
Whatever. She's still tiny. It's only 8 inches. I've done bigger.
She's gonna crawl in there and just start punching you from the inside.
Get that G, girl.
The extras in this movie are hilarious. They're so over the top.
The pirate ones.
The pirate ones are so over the top, and the song "Give Us the Hook" is like so memorable. Yeah, like I love that song.
Can you sing it for us?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking of doing it, and I was going to write down some of the lyrics, but I'm glad I decided to opt out of that.
Well, come on, man! Everybody sings on the show.
Give us the hook.
I can't do it. Give us the hook. Yeah, that's it.
Hook. Give us the hook.
And I love too. Right before Hook comes out, Smee's roasting him. He's like, let's give him a big hand because he's only got one. It's like, dude, that's your fucking boss. Like,
cheap shot.
Real cheap shot.
Goes for the low hanging fruit. Not even cool.
Yeah, and Hook's entrance is really, really effective.
Oh yeah,
like it is.
I like how he's doing I always liked that, even as a kid, where he's just doing that with the hook.
Yeah.
Like, I
I
don't know why I always liked it.
No, it looks cool, and then it establishes his character right away because he looks at Smee and he says, Smee's like, they're ready for you, Captain, and he's like, the puling spawn, how I despise them.
And then you think he's going to be nice to them, and he says something mean to all of them, too.
No, yeah. So, yeah, he just doesn't give a shit about his men at all. Visually speaking, we talked about it. Hook looks great.
Yeah.
Looks dirty and grimy.
That nose is fake. Every time they do a zoom in on his face, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, he doesn't even look like Dustin Hoffman.
No, like all the giant pores and the big nose, the mustache twitching.
Yeah. No, they did a great job with him, with his look.
I didn't like his hair either.
It was fake.
I know. Obviously.
That wasn't Dustin Hoffman's hair.
No.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he didn't grow it
wasn't
out for it and fucking get it styled?
No, it's actually a bunch of Bob Hoskins' pubes.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
They're really big curls on
They
those
saved
things.
them for some time, eh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Is it in the Smithsonian now?
Yes.
Oh.
It's in the Smithsonian.
Smithsonian.
Yeah.
I like how Peter tells Hook that he better have a good attorney.
Yeah, like
I think that's great.
Like you don't read the room.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, come on.
Dude's a pirate. I don't think he has an attorney.
And just Smee, like Bob Hoskins' lines are fucking amazing. When he's like, Hook's like, Smee, who is this imposter? It's Peter fucking Flying Pan.
Dude, he doesn't say fucking.
No, flocking. It's Peter flocking Flying Pan.
Yeah, it said flocking.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking great. And then so they prove that Peter's
that's when Smee pulls out the dental records. He's like, look, I got all those dental records.
Right, yeah. They prove it's him. And then Hook goes, oh, come on, Peter. Pick up your weapon. And then he pulls out a checkbook and just shoots it.
How much? Yeah, he shoots. Yeah,
and it goes through. It hits the other guy. It's fucking great.
Yeah, he just drops dead. That's the first casualty in this movie. Or the second, after Glenn Close.
Right. So then Peter tells Hook that he's afraid of heights.
He's like, Peter Pan afraid of heights. Ha, ha, ha.
And I love the part where he climbs up on the thing to save his kids.
Yeah.
And his daughter is like,
Mom.
come on, Daddy, Mommy could do it.
Yeah, I was like, when he said that, I was like, oh, dude, way to punch a guy while he's down.
If I was there, I'd be like, where the fuck is she then? Because I'm afraid of heights.
Emancipate your fucking dad. Come on, Dad, you small dick bastard.
Oh, can we agree to take another lawnmower break? And we're back from the lawnmower break again.
Hi. So we were talking about Hook and Tinkerbell come to a deal.
Oh, yeah, because he was being a bitch.
For some reason, I don't really understand, because you'd think that Hook would just want Peter gone immediately, but...
Yeah, but no, his whole thing is he just wants to fight.
Right, he wants his war.
Yeah,
right,
he doesn't care if he dies. He just likes fighting. He just likes Peter Pan. I think he likes him.
I think he might want to fuck him like everybody else in this movie.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. So he gives him 3 days to prepare to become Peter Pan for the war.
Yeah.
So then he's knocked off of the boat, and that's where we see mermaids.
Make out with him.
And you texted me last night, and you were like, I would definitely fuck the mermaids. And I have to agree.
And you said, of course.
Of course.
Wait. How do you fuck a mermaid?
I'll find out.
Yeah, I don't
fuck
know.
around, find out, bro.
All right, that's fair.
He flies. You could fuck a mermaid.
Okay, I mean...
Yeah, how do you fly, Andrew?
Well, okay,
how do you eat imaginary food, Andrew?
How do fish fuck? That's all I want to say.
They lay eggs and fertilize.
Yeah,
I've seen Futurama.
So that's how you'd have to fuck the mermaid.
That's fine. That would be real hot.
That'd be a little weird. You just jerk off in the water or something.
You can titty fuck them.
That's true.
Get a blowjob.
Yeah.
Blowhole job.
You can do something. You figure it out. You got time.
I'll fingerling it out.
But then we're introduced to the Lost Boys territory, which is probably like my favorite set.
That's cool. I like how he gets there though.
Yeah, well, he falls, doesn't he?
Yeah, but then the mermaids bring him to that little fucking lift.
Elevator lift thing. Yeah. No, yeah, it's the Lost Boys area. You could tell like a lot of heart went into that area too.
Yeah,
like the set design it's phenomenal. But yeah, how we discussed earlier, the green screen is just awful.
It is 91, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
Who's your favorite Lost Boy?
How do I say it without?
That's mine too. And he has a name, but I'm gonna let you describe.
Was it Tub?
Him. It's Thudbutt.
Thudbutt, yeah, he was my favorite.
Yeah, but yeah, we all.
I have a theory that I think would have worked better in the movie. I'll say later on about him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Like at the end, or.
Well, I'll say it now. Fuck it.
Yeah. Might as well.
Okay. So he had a lot of scenes, probably out of most of the Lost Boys, with Robin Williams.
Right.
Where they had like that thing where he's like, I remember my mother, that's my happy thought. So they had scenes. He didn't really have scenes with Rufio. He didn't, like, there was connections, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Rufio dies, and Robin Williams makes that Thudbutt the new Peter Pan, technically.
Right.
I think it would have meant more to Peter if Thudbutt was the one that died, and then obviously give it to Rufio, who's already the leader and knows how to deal with things, not Thud Butt.
No, that definitely
turns
worked.
into a bowling ball.
Literally, like he just sonic booms himself through like all the enemies. Yeah. No, yeah, that would.
Did you know? I know this is jumping ahead, but while we're there, Robin Williams didn't tell. Like he asked either Spielberg or whoever, "Can I just pick one of the kids?" And he didn't tell any of them. So that's Thud Butt's real reaction.
I think part of the reason that he chose that particular kid was because there was a lot of bullying on set.
I can see him.
And a lot of bullying was being directed at that kid,
Yeah,
so Robin Williams chose him. So
what a nice guy.
No, he's a really nice guy, yeah. And then the chase scene, they just chase him.
Yeah,
they just chase Peter.
Pretty much want to show all around what's their traps.
They literally just bully him for like 10 minutes. It's a pretty great scene.
Yeah, bullying's bad on the set. The scene with all the bullying, dope.
Favorite scene, you know?
I should clarify that bullying is bad and don't bully. But a really cool detail in the film that I saw was that the flowers in Neverland smell you.
Yeah, that creeped me out kind of because
it was
smelling his cock.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit weird.
It reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, though.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Hey, Cody, what's your favorite video game?
Bully. Oh, whoa! Oh, I didn't even realize I just said it. Wow. Okay. All right. What can I say?
Just a question.
I like bullies. What can I say?
That's why you're here.
There's a great scene where Pocket reads his face like Braille.
I think I get what you're saying, but I think they were just pushing his face back to see what he would look like if he was young without the wrinkles.
Still a bit weird.
Yeah,
it's still definitely weird.
Yeah, but it's a good scene. Like it's
really you, Peter.
Well, there you are.
There it is. You behind that. And then all like 15 kids just start touching Robin Williams' face.
What if like he was just like feeling his face? Like, this is Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Like
we saw this guy in Patch Adams last week.
Now imagine if they did actually cast Michael Jackson for that role.
Yeah, they were.
Touch me, boys.
Maybe we should cut this.
Oh, we've missed a part. Know when Smee says "Good morning, Neverland"?
Yes,
that's a
reference.
A reference to Robin Williams' movie "Good Morning Vietnam."
Yeah.
You ever see that movie, Andrew?
Nope.
He's like the radio guy for like the Vietnam War camp.
I've heard of it before.
He says "Good morning, Vietnam."
Oh.
Did you like how dark the film got when Hook tried to commit suicide?
I don't. When?
Where he's like, "Don't try to stop me, Smee. Smee tried to stop me."
Yeah, he was just gonna watch him.
That?
Yeah, he was holding a gun to his head.
I remember that, but I don't remember the context. Like, why was he doing it?
He was just depressed. Well, Smee says, "Are you getting dramatic again?"
Yeah, and that's literally all it was.
Yeah, it's just he was just getting sad.
I love their relationship, him and Smee.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was going to tell you this at the beginning. Dustin Hoffman and Bob Hoskins said that they rehearsed their lines together as Hook and Smee being homosexuals.
That makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know if it's relevant in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't really add or...
What's that look?
Oh, nothing. I had an itch, that's all. I'm good.
Want me to scratch it?
No, I already did. Good.
But yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, no, just a cool little detail.
There's a vibe about pirates for sure.
I was going to say that too, but then I took it back.
Smee has an apostrophe that Hook should get.
Oh, yeah. You mean Epiphany.
That he should get Jack and Wendy to love Hook in order to get revenge on Peter.
Jack's a fucking little bitch, so he fed into that.
Oh, yeah, Maggie doesn't fall for his shit at all.
No.
So then we're treated to the wonderful workout scene. And I love the music there, like the song that they're singing. I was gonna write that down, but I'm grateful that I didn't, so that's nice.
What do you think it is?
It's like it's like just like what are they doing? They're just calling him fat. It's just like you are old and overweight. So all the stuff they do there, and like that scene brings out the color in the film too. Like when they're trying to slingshot him and they're putting the paint all over his face. Yeah. It's a really colorful film.
What do you think that was? Like the or the arrows? Because I didn't know if that was like a poison that they're trying to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
a bunch of sticky jam and shit.
It looked like jam. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of Rufio?
He was fine. Like I never.
No. I feel like for a long movie they could have built his character more for what he was gonna be.
Yeah, he could have been developed for sure.
That guy is sick. I forget his real name, but he was the voice of Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Really?
Yeah. I love that fucking show.
It's established early on that in order to fly, you need to have a happy thought.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I'd be fucked. Absolutely.
I wouldn't be able to walk if that was the case.
So after the workout scene, we're treated to the dinner scene, which is probably my favorite part in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Just from like all the food and the music.
The kids did really good miming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess that would be called. Like, I like Andrew. Like, what was his name? Lardbutt, Thudbutt.
Thudbutt. Yeah.
Lardbutt's
burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like.
I like how at the beginning of the dinner, Rufio goes, "Everybody say grace," and Robin Williams is like, "Bless us, O Lord, grace." And then Peter, yeah, so like Peter's sitting at the dinner table. He's like, "What the fuck? There's no food
He's
here."
talking
Gandhi
about. He's
ate
like,
more
"How
than
the
this.
fuck do I eat?"
So my favorite insults.
Yeah.
I wrote them down.
Oh, when him and Rufio are going
Him and
back
Rufio
forth?
are insulting each other. Yeah. So these are my favorite ones. Someone has a severe caca mouth. You know that. Substitute chemistry teacher.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that one. Yeah,
Math tutor, prison barber, and nearsighted gynecologist.
that was one of them.
Those are all my favorite insults.
Imagine saying that to a child.
Yeah.
What did that the food remind you of anything from when you were a kid?
I mean, it reminded me of food I wish I had.
Yeah, but did it remind you of like a certain ice cream? Did
Sherbet?
any Slinkies fans over here? Anyone go to Slinkies as a kid?
Oh yeah, I went there. Yeah.
They had that ice cream. What was it called? Cool Kids.
This is you, man. This is all. I have no idea.
I think the ice cream flavor was called like Cool Kid or something. Super Kid. Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what Super Kid is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what. Like every time I watch this movie as a kid, I just like, why are they throwing Super Kid? That shit good.
It's just that super colorful shit.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of flavors mixed. Like
Yeah,
it was pretty much Tutti Frutti ice cream.
I wouldn't have thrown any of that fucking food. Like that's.
It looked like mashed potatoes that had water in them.
Kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
like colored mashed potatoes. Yeah.
Well, you can't say that.
Why can't I say that?
No, nothing.
After Rufio attempts manslaughter, Peter shares a heartfelt scene with Thudbutt, who gives Peter Toodles marbles.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious because like you just think at the beginning when you see Toodles, I lost my marble. He's like, yeah, he's fucking psycho.
Yeah, exactly. But he actually lost.
He's like, he actually lost his fucking marble.
Yeah. And then we're treated to Maggie, who sings "When You're Alone."
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and I mean,
I feel awkward when kids sing in movies and everyone's watching.
So do I, but I mean, she did a really good job.
Yeah, but it just reminds me of "Where Are You Christmas" from The Grinch, and I felt awkward. I just don't like that scene either.
Yeah, no, it was really similar.
Kids can't sing. Sorry.
So Hook wakes up, and we're told that he's afraid of clocks for whatever reason.
Because in the original, I don't know about the book, but in the cartoon, I think was it crocodile, alligator?
Crocodile. Yeah.
Crocodile, I think, swallowed that alarm clock, the gold one that he has. So while the thing's hunting him, pretty much trying to kill him, it's ticking.
Okay.
So he just hears the ticking as he's being hunted again.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I think I might be bullshitting, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist.
No, it makes sense because the alligator has the clock in its mouth.
Yeah, that's why I think they did that.
Okay. Yeah. So Jack's pocket watch wakes him up, and they go to the museum.
His fucking mustache is ticking with it.
So
can yours do that?
My mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes usually like.
Or is that thing just a little dirty old cum catcher?
Yeah, you know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Cum catcher, cum ticker, you know, whatever. Yeah.
So they go to the museum of broken clocks.
Yeah, like why is that?
Why, like, if you're afraid of clocks, why would you keep?
It's kind of like a control thing.
Control, like your
control of his own fear.
Kind of, yeah, that makes sense.
Because they don't work anymore. Why are you looking at me like that? Clocks don't work anymore. He's not scared of them.
No, it's just imagine actually going to a museum here, just broken clocks, shitty old clocks.
Wow, this is nice. Yeah, so they break more clocks there because I guess some were still working, which is a bit of a.
That's what I was confused about. Was it just his pocket watch, or did the other ones just start working, or was it just a pocket watch and he just started hitting everything?
Maybe he just started hitting everything. Yeah.
Yeah. What a jackass.
But yeah, he breaks his dad's pocket watch, and that's kind of it. We don't really see anything from that.
Jack starts letting off a lot of steam about shit, like he's saying, "Oh, this is for missing my game. This is for breaking promises. This is for never doing anything with me."
Yeah. So then Hook throws him a baseball game.
That was funny.
And at the baseball game, Peter shows up with the Lost Boys, and they're trying to steal Hook's hook.
Yeah.
But he gets distracted by the game.
And just watches his son play baseball.
And I always laugh my ass off when Hook's like, "My Jack!"
Yeah.
And Robin Williams is like, "My Jack."
Yeah, I thought that was funny too. And he's stealing, was it second, the guy?
Stealing second,
and
he
just
shot.
shoots him. He's like,
yeah.
"No, bad form, bad form."
No, Smee.
These are Jackie's rules.
So it cuts to Peter, and he leaves. He's upset because he realizes that his son Jack kind of cares more about Hook than he does his own father.
Which, like, as a child, you can see why Jack would be.
Hook's a good manipulator, for sure.
Yeah, he's manipulating the fuck out of him and giving him what he wants and giving him all the attention that his dad never gave him. So I can see like why
you get it.
He's falling into those grips. What I did think was weird, jumping a little ahead, is that Jack just forgot everything.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like,
I didn't understand.
who is that guy? I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of the same thing that happened to Peter when he went to the real world.
Right.
which they never explained that either, so we don't understand either.
Jack hits a home run. The game's done. Peter leaves, and he's trying to fly, but he can't do it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how the physics work, but Jack's home run ball hits him in the head.
Yeah, like from earlier.
Yeah, from way earlier.
Scene.
Yeah, it just didn't land yet for some reason.
It went pretty high.
Yeah, it went really high. So it hits him in the head, and then his shadow starts following him, and playing with him.
I like that. I like when the shadow came, because that's what in the whole original movie, that's what the shadow is part of it.
Do you think an argument could be made there that none of this happened, like after the ball hit him?
But he was in Neverland before that?
Right, that wouldn't make sense. Because he would still have to be in Neverland.
Well, even there's a scene where Hook tells him this is just a bad dream.
Right,
when
he tries to click him, yeah.
And even when you see the kids fly back in, but this doesn't make sense either. But Peter's asleep on the front lawn or whatever it is.
Where he sees Smee. So it's kind of it's kind of left in the air whether or not this legitimately happened.
It was a drunken dream, or.
But I feel like
maybe Aunt or Granny Wendy didn't have whiskey and it was absinthe that he was drinking.
Maybe, who knows? So he finds a hideout in an old tree. Right?
Yeah, and Tink's already there.
Tink's inside for some reason.
Do they say where he actually lives outside of Neverland or whatever?
Is it Chicago, New York?
Those are different places.
I'm trying to remember what it was. I knew it was like one of the main places.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I
think it was Chicago.
Live.
Okay.
Just by guessing alone.
All right, that's fair.
Oh wait, no. California, because they said because it's Christmas. It's Christmas there. Because I remember I wrote in the notes, "What the fuck is a Santa tournament?" But I realized it was Christmas, and it's not snowing there. And they say they're in California or somewhere where it doesn't snow. And then they go to England and it's full snow because it's Christmas time.
All right.
Because that Peter Pan play was a Christmas recital.
Right. Okay.
Duh, idiot! Did you even watch this?
Yeah. I was just I was a little confused.
G-checking me on my own show, dog.
Yeah, obviously. What do you think I'm doing here?
G-checking.
Yeah, that's all I'm here for.
So inside the old house, Tink is there, and that's where he starts to remember. He starts to remember that this is Wendy's old house.
I don't get...
What prompts him to remember?
No, well, yeah, but like, I don't get how he doesn't remember his childhood when he's in the normal world, and then he remembers everything instantly as soon as he sees things.
Right.
But then he also instantly forgets he has kids and a wife and why he's there.
Right, when he becomes Peter Pan, he forgets.
Yeah, he forgets why he's there, and he has kids, and Tink's like, "You got to go save your kids." He's like,
"Well, I think
Peter Pan has kids."
I think it's one of those things where it's like you can't be two at the same time. Where like you can either be Peter Banning and forget about Peter Pan, or you can be Peter Pan and forget about Peter Banning.
But then by the end, it seems like he's found like a happy medium.
Right, because the story has to have a happy ending. Yeah. He just randomly finds out that he can just have both.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense either, because like jumping ahead at the end when the kids come back, they don't even recognize their mother. They're like, "Who is she? She looks like an angel." And then
but then Maggie's like, "Let's not wake her yet."
Right, which is odd.
And then they both say "Mom" when they jump out of bed.
Right.
There's a lot of weird subtleties. We're gonna take a quick break right now about those subtleties. Anyways, we're back from another lawnmower break. The guy keeps mowing his lawn. What are you giggling at over there, fucking Snickle Fritz?
That's it. That's what's going on. This guy just stops and starts again.
Yeah, he keeps running out of gas. He just puts a little bit of gas in.
He puts like 3 drops.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. Fills it up.
So where will we leave off again, Mr. Koala?
Well, we left off with Peter being in Wendy's old house with Tinkerbell.
Okay, yeah.
And we learned that the reason that he grew up...
Her old house in Neverland.
In Neverland, right. And we learned that the reason he grew up is because he wanted to be a father.
Yeah, so that's how he finds his happy thought, so he can fly.
Right. And when he learns how to fly, his clothes change for some reason.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Because like he's just in the air, he's like, oh, he's Peter Pan now, he's got eye mascara on.
Yeah, and he just changed.
Rather than butt mascara, Andrew.
Oh, okay. I was a little confused at what other kind of mascara there was, but I'm glad you cleared that up.
The music when he flies is fantastic.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And because now he's officially Peter Pan, Rufio respects him.
Yeah, he bows down.
Bows down and gives him the sword.
Yeah.
So he's officially
Take it
Peter
as
Pan.
You will.
Did you watch the same movie as me? Because I don't remember him giving.
I watched Peter Peg. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Peter Peg. Yeah.
Peter gets pegged.
Peter gets pegged.
Yeah. The movie J Hook.
Tinkerballs.
Yeah.
He goes to see Tinkerbell that night. Right,
yeah,
and
that's when he just forgets everything.
He completely forgets about his
she's
wife
like
and
a
his
stalker.
kids. And she becomes Julia Roberts.
Yeah, but she's a stalker.
How so?
She has his credit card and his driver's license displayed as like posters next to like where her mirror is, where she like chills. And he doesn't even ask that, hey, why did you got a picture of me? Because he doesn't know what a driver's license is at this point, I guess.
So, yeah, it's established here that, he just doesn't remember anything. And then...
yeah, she tells him he has kids, and that's why you're here.
Well, yeah, she kisses him, so...
Everyone fucking kissed him. I'm surprised Hook didn't kiss this fuck.
I'm sure he wanted to.
Smee probably did behind the scenes.
That's why he wanted the war.
I want the war. I don't know why I did that voice.
The war is what he calls Peter Pan's unit.
He was a 13-year-old boy when they first met.
Well,
hey, it's...
everybody else loved him.
It's love. What are you going to do?
I want to say a lot of things, but I just more work for Andrew.
Well, let's hear it. Okay,
Yeah.
gonna delete that. Yeah. What else you got?
That's all for now, buddy.
I'm gonna leave it, but I'm just gonna leave it so it's like blank audio. So
You like that lately, huh?
it's fun.
Blanking me?
Yeah.
Just cut it out, but put the subtitles.
Here, I'll give him one. I said in the last episode, and he blinked me.
It's a blank.
Andrew did.
Oh, sorry.
You had to blink. Can you believe?
Order on him.
Sorry, they think it's
dick.
automatically sexual once you say that.
It's a part of the body.
I know, it's a sexual part of the body, unfortunately.
What's so sexual about it?
You can't even say essay, so I mean, it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to say that.
Like, you can't even talk about your homies?
Fuck
Your
off,
essays.
dude.
Andrew, come on.
So Hook. The Lost Boys get suited up.
Yeah.
Their armor's pretty weak.
I liked the way they did it, though.
Yeah, they just
Like,
jump
they had
through
like.
shit.
Did you get that far, Andrew?
What?
In Hook, where they had these things like hanging, they would just jump into it, and their armor's on.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Very realistic.
Yeah, that's how they did it in World War I in the trenches.
The war is the dumbest shit ever filmed, but it's so much fun. Like, you could tell it's just...
Yeah.
Like, I have some examples of what the Lost Boys were doing. They were blinding the pirates with mirrors. They were shooting them with chicken eggs.
Yep.
And the guys were falling down like they've been shot.
Yeah, as they were getting shot with chicken eggs, though, Ron Williams just making chicken noises.
Yeah. And then they shoot marbles at them. And then the best part is Thud Butt just rolls.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just-
when Alex texted me because he was at that point in the movie. He's like, did that fat kid just turn into a literal fucking bowling ball? I like that effect. Like, it's clearly not him.
No, of course.
It's just like a ball that they're rolling down the stairs. I'm sorry, Andrew.
No, dude, it was him.
And I don't know if you noticed, but during the war, Smee is actually robbing Hook.
Oh, yeah, he's like, this is my time. What about me? Smee. What about me? And then he just starts stealing all his jewelry.
Peter saves his daughter and a bunch of other kids that we didn't even know were a part of the
Hook
plot.
apparently has a bunch of other kids kidnapped.
Just a ton of other
Those
kids.
Rufio's kids. Don't tell them.
And speaking of, Hook kills Rufio.
Which, okay.
How old do you think Rufio's supposed
He was
to be?
definitely a child.
Maybe
Yeah,
like early teens.
Which it really conflicts with the plot because, like, we're jumping ahead here, but, like, at the very end, Peter lets Hook go.
Yeah.
Which, to me, it's like you just watched him
Murder a child.
And
And you're leaving him with all these
with
kids. He tells him to leave.
He tells him to leave, but I mean...
Wait, no, he's dead. Hook died.
No, Hook died, right. But before Peter...
Before that,
he's just going to leave with his kids.
Well, that's a lot of things. Like, okay, well, first thing I want to say about that. Peter Pan's flying, and then he sees Rufio die. He stops. He's not going that fast.
No, yeah.
He stops, and they definitely have a fan just blast him. He's like, no! And, like, his hair's flown back, his clothes are going
Dude,
back.
it's such
like
a
Beyonce video.
It's such a bad effect, yeah.
But, yeah, so all these kids just saw their leader for the last whatever many years before Peter came back die.
Just die, and no
and they're all
reaction.
celebrating.
Yeah.
They won.
It's like, what if the guy that took care of you for years just died?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they really dropped the ball on Rufio, but
Yeah, the thud butt ball.
they have a more important story to tell, I suppose.
Yeah, Peter's a shitty dad, and now he's not.
So Jack wants to go home.
Yeah, so Jack realizes who he is. And
But-
he starts taking off the shit.
Starts taking it off, and then they go to leave, and then Hook vows that he's never going to stop. He's going to do it to his kids again and
It's
their kids.
Children's
and
children. Yeah.
So that's when he decides that he has to end it. So they have a one-on-one fight, and I noticed for an old film, the choreography for the fight was actually really well done.
That's what I was wondering. Do you think they're actually choreographed, or were they just going cling, cling,
It
cling,
had to have
cling?
been. It was too fluid for them to just
Yeah,
be.
they were running while they were doing it.
Yeah, and the banter in between too was really well done.
Yeah, I love Dustin Hoffman in this movie.
No, yeah, Dustin Hoffman's fantastic.
What'd you call him?
What did I say?
It sounded like you said Hoffman.
I like Dustin Hoffman.
Every Lost Boy pulls out their clock, and that really
yeah.
fucks with Hook.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't like the ticks.
Starts freaking out. Yeah, so
He
all the
hates
Lost
TikTok.
Boys have their clock in their hand, and we find out that Hook is wearing a wig.
Yeah, he looks fucking trashy.
It was really surprising.
Give me my dignity, Peter.
Would you have given him his dignity? Like
I
after
would have already killed this
Yeah,
guy.
I would have already fucked him up after Rufio.
I think I would have tried to kill him before I was Peter Pan. He has your kids. Climb in, touch him, and let him go. No, just beat the fuck out of this guy.
Like, I'm not flying, you fuck. I'm getting my kids back and
I'm
going
a grown
home.
man, you dumbass.
I'm a lawyer. I got a fucking case in the morning. So,
Think he kept
let's
his
go back
job
for a
after?
minute, though, eh?
I don't know, yeah.
That foreshadowing, I guess it would be called, when Jack is explaining to Wendy what he does for a living.
Oh, and she says that you're a pirate?
He's like, you've become a pirate.
Right.
She doesn't sound like Hook, but...
Peter, you've become a pirate.
And I like that.
No, yeah. It's a cool little
I like that.
A cool little nod. So yeah, Peter gives his sword to Thudbutt. And did we talk while the camera was rolling or about
Yeah, I think it was while the camera was rolling.
Was it?
That Peter Pan. Robin Williams didn't tell anyone who he was choosing.
Right. Yeah, that was completely improvised.
Yeah. And you said it was because of bullying and he got bullied a lot?
Right, it was because the child actor was being bullied a lot on set, yeah.
You got something to say over there? Say something, man. Just so we know you're live. Andrew's live, guys.
Who, for a question for both of you, for the Lost Boys, who would you have chosen?
Well, I already said my theory that I wish would have happened in a way.
So
I don't want Thudbutt to die.
Yeah,
Right,
you
right.
do.
I feel like he
You
was
said
the
it. No,
closest.
dude. You want a child to die, you fucking weird fuck. You want to kill kids. You heard it here first, people. John wants to kill kids.
I didn't ask you who you wanted to die.
Yeah, you just straight up said, I want to kill this kid. Fuck this kid. I hate this
I just thought
child.
he was the closest to Peter.
No.
It would have made more sense and more
That he
heartfelt for him to die.
died?
Yeah. G-Baby died in
Wow.
Hardball. I didn't want that to happen, but it happened.
Wow. You didn't want that to happen, you say. Why is that your screensaver? Just to him die over and over and over again.
Man, shut up. Shut up.
I definitely would have chose Thudbutt. I'm happy with that choice.
Yeah.
If
I
not
had to
him,
pick
Pockets.
yeah. Which one? Pockets was the like 20s looking kid?
Pockets was the one that was feeling his face.
Oh, the younger like.
Yeah,
bummy-looking
I
kid.
go for Pockets.
Yeah?
I like that.
Well, no, we're not talking about robbing
face
people,
feeler?
Andrew. You dirtball.
He knew what was up. No, he was the one who knew it was Robin. He's like,
Yeah, you say it
His
is
name's
you,
Peter.
Peter.
yeah, Robin Williams.
You're doing it, Peter.
He knew it was Robin Williams, dude.
Pan's back. No.
Band's back.
Cody, you haven't said something that I wanted you to say, and you warned me that you'd say once in this video yet.
Yeah, I don't really want to yell because you know.
They're awake.
Yeah.
It's not late. Remember, but be cautious of Andrew's ears. There, he's got it off. Go nuts.
I'm not screaming.
You don't have to scream.
I'm
Just
not,
give it a nice.
I have to scream it. That's the thing. That's the problem. You can't just say it.
You have
Say
to.
what?
Bangarang! Okay? You can't just say
He did it.
bangarang.
He
You have
did
to
it.
you have
He
to
said
yell
the line.
bangarang.
He did the thing.
He did the
Now I
thing,
can
guys.
go home.
Yeah, bye, Cody. That's all we wanted you.
That's the only reason why I was here, is just to yell
He
bangarang.
screams bangarang, the best I've ever heard.
Yeah. Better than anybody else. No
yeah.
one can compete.
So when they go back, Jack and Maggie don't recognize their mom.
Yeah. Yeah, we brought that up.
right.
It was weird.
It was really weird. It
Because then they recognize her a minute later and call her mom.
exactly. It makes no sense. But Peter wakes up outside.
One thing.
Yeah.
When they're leaving Neverland, he doesn't have his kids with him.
He doesn't? Oh yeah,
No,
they
he,
fly.
He just flies away.
Tink took them. He tells Tink.
So they're ahead of him?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Because you see Tink put the dust on them before he's done talking.
You guys are saying taint, right?
Taint, yeah.
Yeah, taint.
Shannon
took
Tate.
him. Oh,
Taint
okay.
takes him.
Yeah, nice.
Takes him in the taint.
Takes him by the taint.
Grab him by the taint. Cody's like, I don't need the notes for this
No, yeah,
conversation.
we're that's the end of my notes. He flies back home. He wakes up outside of a statue of himself.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a Peter Pan statue,
Yeah.
and he sees Smee. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to imply. That
Do you think because Hook died,
Smee
the
left?
pirates might have been... No, yeah, because we know Smee knows how to go back. Because he's the one who got the dental records.
Right.
But do you think maybe the pirates had no point anymore and they went back to normal lives? Or this is... everyone in that family is schizophrenic? And this is just like a thing they create of people that they see around them?
It could really go either way, right? Like
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I think that was Smee. I think because Hook died.
Yeah, it was Bob Hoskins.
Do you
Right.
feel like that? Like, is that your theory about the movie?
I don't know. This movie just makes a lot of weird either mistakes or little things, details that they do that makes you think
They're all
It's like
having...
he said, as soon as he wakes up in the front yard at Wendy's Real House, Smee's cleaning the trash and be like, rough night with the missus. And like, it's clearly Smee. It looks the exact same, like the beard, everything.
So they're all taking part in the same fucking like mental
Imagine if it's kind of like Truman Show, but they kind of bring him into it. Like they're all fucking with him.
With Peter Pan?
With Peter. They're like, oh, let's leave him alone for like 20 years and like we'll fuck with him again.
I don't think that's the case.
So?
No, maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
But it wouldn't be a happy ending if the main character didn't learn his lesson in the end. He chooses his family over work.
Yeah, that's a big trope in the 90s. Shitty business dad doesn't...
It's literally Jingle All the Way. Like
it's Liar Liar.
Yeah.
It's like any movie.
Learns his lesson and he's
any
a great
movie
dad.
with a popular comedian at the time that's a dad.
Yeah.
Fucking Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Allen,
That's
same
right,
shit.
They're fucking Santa Claus?
You never have?
No.
Pussy.
Sat on his lap once. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, what do you think happened?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to talk about it.
What did you like when they gave, what was his name, Noodles?
Toodles, his marbles back. And then he just fucking bounces.
I told you I lost my marbles. That's what he says, Andrew.
Yeah.
And then but then, like, was at the bottom of that sack just fairy dust?
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's just like, and just starts sprinkling all over himself and just takes off.
And one for me!
It shows him, like, going to Big Ben, like the clock tower, grabbing the tip of it and just spinning around like a fucking, like,
turns out it wasn't
a magical fairy
dust.
stripper.
It was just a bag of cocaine. He just poured it on his head.
Do you think he went back, or did he just fly around? Because, like, it doesn't show him go anywhere. He's just flying around London.
No, it shows him fuck off to the sky. I think he... I think he went to the second star on the right and straight on till morning. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they didn't... What are you laughing at? That he told him to fuck off?
He's fucked off to the sky.
Dude, like, imagine the Lost Boys' reaction to Toodles, though.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're old as fuck,
because Robin Williams was, like, probably, like, supposed to be in his 40s and that.
Yeah.
And Toodles is literally, like, 87.
They would, like, try to feel his face and be like, this dude just fucking old. Like, I don't know who
Toodles! They're like,
they feel his face. His face just caves in because he's that old.
Do you think there should have been a sequel to this? Do you think, like...
No.
No? You're happy
Like,
with just the one film?
I feel like if this movie came out today, though, they would make spin-off sequels.
I don't think it could come out today. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this movie. I mean, okay,
well, it was already made PC for them. Like, they didn't bring up any of the Native Americans, really. They said it, like, once, but they never show any of them.
Right, okay, yeah, that's true.
So they already PC'd it. Is that what it's called? Yeah, politically correct.
Yeah, Windows.
They just
PC.
wouldn't take a chance on a movie like this nowadays.
They don't... Well, they probably would just because of the franchise behind it.
Well, they've tried Peter Pan like so many times.
Well, I guess, they had the Return to Neverland cartoon that came out when we were kids. What was that other one? Just Pan?
Just Pan. And then there was one recently with Rooney Mara. There was a lot of controversy with that because she was playing a Native American and it's Rooney Mara. So, like, why the fuck is she playing a Native American? But, yeah, they've tried to bring this franchise back, like, several times.
This is probably the last successful movie. I don't think but Return to Neverland was popular.
Well, this was the highest grossing pirate movie of all time.
Sounded like Mike Tyson for a second.
Are the other five? Are the other five all?
They're literally all
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, they're all Pirates of the Caribbean for the most part. So
I have a picture. I gotta grab a mouse. Are you ready, Andrew?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, so see this guy? That's me.
That's you?
No, that's not
you?
me. It's me.
Oh, it's you.
So this is me, and I wear glasses that don't look anything like that, really. But my buddy at work put on my glasses, and I told him he looked like Shmee. What do you think?
Not really.
Come on.
What do you think, Kody?
I mean...
Come on, look at the face.
I don't think your buddy from work looks like Bob Hoskins.
No, but you get the vibe.
Okay, let's be honest. Exactly. Your friend looks a lot more like me than he does me right now.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Pretty close, actually, yeah.
Yeah?
I probably look more like Smee because I got the round glasses.
Let's see.
If, like, the fact that you can say your friend looks like Smee and not me right now is a little bit insane. And I think we all know why.
I'm not following.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I'm just, in Minecraft.
Yeah, what about Minecraft?
Just saying that might be why, he doesn't see it because it could be, have to do with Minecraft. But
So he doesn't look like Smee is what you guys are
No,
saying?
your friend does not look like Smee.
But you think you do?
More than his friend.
So you think my friend looks like you,
I'm willing to say
but
I
you
look-
look like Smee.
I look more like shit than your friend does.
You mean Smee?
Smee, yeah.
But so you're saying my friend looks more like you, but you look more like Smee than he does.
No.
It's like a Pokemon evolution type of thing.
Okay, it's weird, but okay, it's both. Your friend looks more like me than he does Smee,
Yeah.
and I look more like Smee than your friend does.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
So you,
I just wanted to reiterate.
Yeah, so your friend would be like the first stage of evolution. Cody
Right.
would be stage 2, and then Smee would be stage 3. Right?
Right, yeah.
Is that what you're saying,
Yeah.
basically?
I don't know what to say to anything that's good. The Minecraft thing went the fuck over my head, but I thought it was hilarious.
I was just trying to push us through
You
that.
definitely did.
That's all. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
we got
good.
through it.
I'm glad.
Glad we got through it together.
By the way, my friend right there is Michael Medved. If you like to look into him.
Do you really want to say his name?
Michael Medved.
Hmm.
Do you want to say where he lives too? And
You have his social
Yeah.
insurance
Here, 1
number?
second, I got it. No, I don't.
is he cool with that?
No, I'll tell him on Monday.
You shout
You
him
should-
out?
You check before you do it.
No, you just shout people out whenever you want.
Just
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah. Just shout at someone random right now.
Oh, sorry, Schmeichel Schmedved. Is that better?
Yeah.
His
yeah.
name is Schmeichel Schmedved.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up later. So yeah, thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
for clarifying.
Bank bank. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'll definitely look it up for that reason. For
So
sure.
how many? Never mind. How
How
many?
many what? What were you going to say? Let's hear it.
How many bangerangs do you give this movie out of 10?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, I was thinking hooks, but bangerangs is good. Because I see this movie with obviously rose tinted glasses, I have to say like it's gonna be like 9 bangerangs.
Wait,
out of 10.
can you look at the camera real quick? Those glasses are not rose tinted. Just gotta say.
Oh, sorry. I'm a chronic liar.
Are you okay, Cody?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no, 9 bangerangs.
I feel
out of
like
10.
if Maggie from the movie met you, she'd point at you and say, "You're a liar." She said that in the movie.
Okay.
No,
What do
she'd
you?
probably point at me and say, "Mommy could do it.
Oh God, I hated that. I know we already talked about that.
Save me, Daddy."
Well, yeah.
So,
you're giving it
9?
9 bangs.
Yeah, 9 bangs for sure.
John.
Bang energy drinks. Huh? I really like this movie, but I'm gonna give it a John classic 8.5 bangerangs.
8.5.
That's usually what I give everything.
Nice.
That's fair.
Well done.
That's
What
fair.
about you, Andrew?
I'm gonna give it 6.5 bangerangs.
Why? Because you didn't like to watch this as a kid, so you don't know.
I did watch it as a kid. Just got some creepy vibes throughout the movie, and kind of tinted my
Tainted.
my
I
perception.
think you mean tainted.
Yeah, tainted my
Yeah.
perception of
No.
the movie.
It is odd that everybody in the film wants to fuck Peter.
Including 3 random mermaids that I would fuck.
Yeah, of course.
But how?
We'll figure it out. We got time. Like, I'm in Neverland. For
I don't
fuck's
age.
sakes. Yeah.
I'm just curious of the logistics. That's
The
all.
logistics?
Logistics.
Logistics.
Logistics. Yeah. You
He
got
can
it.
fly. He can do anything. If you can fly, you could fuck mermaids. I'm just saying. That's
So you think birds are out here fucking mermaids all the time?
Someone has to, man.
Yeah, probably.
So why didn't just the predatorness of this movie you didn't like? Is that why you give it such a low thing?
Yeah. Some creeper vibes up in there.
I got Chris Hansen over there.
Yeah,
If,
just doing my part, you know.
if this movie was made today, who would you like to see in the role of Peter Pan? Like just the same movie, pretty much, for the most part.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he could do it.
that actually wouldn't be bad. I'd obviously
Because he doesn't really age, so he
Yeah.
still looks like he could be like 40-something, even though he's probably almost
They'd go there.
60.
They'd be like, "Oh, hey, it's Peter."
Yeah, exactly. Like, you look the same as you did when you were in
Yeah.
Clueless. I mean, 20 years ago.
They just break the fourth wall like
Tinkerbell?
every 2 minutes about his other rules.
Margot Robbie. Tinkerbell.
Yeah,
Just-
Tinkerbell.
but then you just want to bang Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I'd
I
want,
do
I'd
when
want
it's Julia Roberts,
I'd want
too.
Whoopi Goldberg as Tinkerbell.
Why,
for
just
sure.
so you back off?
Just because, like, the smaller
You know
she is.
Whoopi Goldberg dated Ted Danson,
Really?
the lead guy from Cheers?
Yeah,
They
well-
were married, I think, or dated for a long time in the late 80s.
Wow.
Did you know Whoopi Goldberg has like a tiger tattoo?
Where?
Pretty badass, like on her shoulder or something.
I thought you were going to say above her.
They should make a live
hoo-ha?
action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie with Whoopi Goldberg playing all the turtles.
All of them.
All of them.
It's like
No, one of them was LL Cool J.
just one. All the rest are Whoopi Goldberg. Sounds dope, dude.
No, yeah. Great movie. Glad
I
we
liked
did
it a
this.
lot. Julia Roberts has great legs. All right, guys, we're off to where are we going? Where's the star at? You know the way. I've never been.
Second star on the right and straight on till morning.
See you there.